Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Campus Challenge Season 2, a competition for university students in Nigeria. Here are the highlights of round 2.
Forget, we've given our rules, but I'm going to be sharing the rules later on. I will take the battle gently. This is the first battle for the second round before we begin to go into the quarterfinal. So for everybody that have joined us, thank you for joining Campus Challenge. So I want the two representatives to send in requests for me to call them. I can't identify your handle at the moment. So just send me a request for me to call you. Then of Lagos, forget, we've given our rules, but I'm going to be sharing the rules later on. I will take the battle gently. This is the first battle for the second round before we begin to go into the quarterfinal. So for everybody that have joined us, thank you for joining Campus Challenge. So I want the two representatives to send in requests for me to call them. I can't identify your handle at the moment. So just send me a request for me to call you. Then of Lagos.
And that has taken you like one into the quarterfinal. Congratulations to Mane. Mane, what do you want to say briefly? Insist every time we give that opportunity to winner to say something in 30 seconds. What do you have to say as you have qualified to the quarterfinal? Emmanuel Mebudi.
It's like Campus Challenge is a beautiful initiative because the last time I was in all these quizzes, like competitions in secondary school, so it's bringing back memories, and then I had to prepare, learn various aspects from arts, English, general and others. So quarterfinals, semifinals, finals. Wow, I'm ready.
All right, so I know you are ready for the battle. Every correct score is 5 points, and it takes 30 seconds. After that, bonus is given to the next the next contestant, and if they cannot answer it, we give it to the audience. My producer and other team member, please help me identify audience that are winning. We need to take record of audience that are winning, because there will also be cash rewards for audience, the best 3-4 audience at the final. This battle is going towards the final. I'm going to do when I hear from donors. Bonus to Minibe. Since 1707 Act of Union formally brought England and Scotland together, there have been 3 female ruling monarchs of Great Britain. Name them.
Queen Elizabeth III, Queen Victoria, and Queen Elizabeth II.
Tansi, it is a competition where 16 high institutions in Nigeria come to compete and battle for a total cash reward of $2,500, including the cash reward given to audience and many other rewards that will be given out. A first position normally takes $1,000, the second position takes $500, the third position takes $300, and the fourth position takes $200, where other cash rewards are shared among the best audiences in this competition. Campus Challenge is sponsored by individuals and also by Babs Michael Global Consultancy.
Question 2.
Question two. Still a female question. Question 2. Known as the Queen of Rock. What proud Mary singer was the first black female artist to appear on the cover of Rolling Stone magazine? Known as the Queen of Rock, what proud Mary singer was the first black female artist to appear on the cover of Rolling Stone magazine? Your time starts now. No idea.
No. Hold on. What did you say? Sorry.
20 seconds more. Known as the Queen of Rock. What proud Mary singer was the first black female artist to appear on the cover of Rolling Stone magazine?
Tina. I don't know her surname. Is it Turner? Yeah. Tina.
Say it again. Say it again.
Tina Turner.
Tina Turner. Where did you meet Tina Turner? Who is Tina Turner to you?
She's not body to me. I've seen it. She's a dead person, but I've seen a write-up about her before.
Okay, you've seen a write-up about her before. That is the reason why it's good to read information. Tina Turner is actually correct, and that is correct for 5 points. That's a good one. That's a good job from Nnamdi Azikiwe University. Tina Turner is actually correct. She's the first black female artist to appear on the cover of Rolling Stone magazine. That's a good work from Nahu. That is Lasso 5, Nahu 22 points. Lasso 5, Nahu 22 points. Lasso, take it easy. Like I said, this is not, battle is never over. We still have a final segment to go in through, and we still have audience to vote. But don't carry fear all through. You can lose the battle where you carry anxiety from the beginning to the end. You'll be losing the battle. Somebody say Shakira. This one said, this Nahu, He said this Nahu is on fire. Let's watch out. Lasso is not giving up. So Lasso, your final question 1 or question 5. University of Uyo, University of Ilorin and University of Uyo next week Saturday. Don't miss that battle. University of Ilorin, Uyo from the north and from the south. North and south will be facing it next week. Don't miss the battle. Join us same time, 5 p.m. Nigerian time. Thank you guys for joining us for today. It's been wonderful. Please don't forget to follow us on Bowles Michael Global Consultancy. Follow my page at Bowles Michael. Let's see how we can enjoy all our programming of the battle. Bowen is leading at the moment. Bowen is on 19 points and Exu is on 5 points. All right, Exu, your question 1, 2, 3.
Question 2, sir.
Question 2. What word would apply? What word would apply if the total naira value of spending in Nigeria went up, but the goods and services consumed remained just the same? What word would apply if the total naira value of spending in Nigeria went up, but the goods and services consumed remained just the same?
Inflation.
You said what?
Can you come again with the question, sir?
Within your time, what word would apply if the total naira value of spending in Nigeria went up, but the goods and services consumed remained just the same? Your final answer now.
Inflation.
Inflation. That is actually correct for 5 points. You said it without confidence the first time. I actually had you, but I pretended. I want to see whether you have the confidence. But it seems that you almost want to change. But thank God that you gathered the confidence for the second time. That is 5 points for Exu. You are all racing for definition, but the story is about inflation. I've told you about that. You know, it's about you thinking very well and not be confused. You know, that is inflation. 5 points for Exu. Bowen 19, Exu 10. Exu is moving closer. Giving Bowen the pressure. Let's see whether Bowen will respond or Bowen will. Intelligent quotient, IQ, English, and mathematics. So number two, rhombus or rectangle, which shape always has right angles? This is a direct question. Rhombus or rectangle, which shape always has right angle?
Rectangle.
Rectangle, that is correct for 5 points. Bowen started on a good note. That is 5 points to Bowen. Rhombus or rectangle, which shape always has a right angle? And the correct answer to that is rectangle. Ekiti State University, your question.
Question 4, sir.
Question 4 is an intelligent quotient. Question 4. If 2 is company and 3 is a crowd. If 2 is a company and 3 is a crowd, what do 4 and 5 make? If 2 is a company and 3 is a crowd, what do 4 and 5 make? The time starts now.
Sir, can you come again, sir?
Within your time, if 2 is a company and 3 is a crowd, what do 4 and 5 make? Your time is going. Your final answer quickly. Your answer now. All right. Your time is up. You refuse to give us any answer under it. You said what? What did you say?
I said they are not part of the Okay.
They are
No idea.
not part of it. That's the idea. All right, that is actually not correct. I'm going to give the bonus to Bowen in 10 seconds. If 2 is complete and 3 is a crowd, what do 4 and 5 make?
9.
9. That is correct for 2 points. It's an IQ question. Don't be distracted by the statement. They said if 2 is complete, we know the term that they say 2 is complete, 3 is a crowd. But the question actually is, what do 4 and 5 make? That means if you had 4 and 5 together, what will it give you? That's 9. And that's correct. That's a good thinking. Let me ask Bowen. Bowen, how did you come across that? Have you met the question before, or it was just an idea?
Okay, I met the question before, but I was not able to answer it. So now that I heard it again, I just thought, let me just add it.
All right, good one. You know, sometimes research belts or car horns, seat belts or car horns. In 1968, a federal motor vehicle safety law required car manufacturers to add what to their vehicle? Seat belts or car horns. In 1968, a federal motor vehicle safety law required car manufacturers to add what to their vehicle? The time is going. I had an underground voice. Is it from your side, Victoria?
No, sir.
James, did you say something?
I did not say something. Someone that walked past.
You said what?
Someone
Please
just-
be cautious about that. I heard something. Whether somebody walk past or not, that's an enemy that is an help cool ahead of you. If you don't want to be disqualified, anybody in your room should be off your room. That means there's a whisper. We can pick any whisper. Unluckily, for her, she didn't hear it because I heard the whisper clearly. Many people might not hear, but I heard the whisper. I can pick any noise underground, so leave it to me. I can pick anything. Others might not hear it, but I heard it clearly. So I can pick any underground noise, and I got it clearly. So Vicky, what is your choice? Seat belt or car horns? In 1968, a federal motor vehicle safety law required car manufacturers to add what to their belt? Your answer now, because our time is up. Seat belt. Final answer. Seat belt. That is actually correct for 5 points. Seat belt. You can use wisdom about it. Every car will basically come with a car horn from the start. Seat belt was an update over time. Question 7. Straight to the point, question 7. This is actually an IQ question and it's a good way to start. I have 3 apples. If you take away 2 from me, how many do you have?
Repeat.
You said what?
Peter.
Come again, I didn't get you.
Like,
I
repeat the
have
question, sir.
3 apples. If you take away 2 from me, how many do we have? How many do you have?
I have 2 apples.
You have what?
2 apples.
2 apples. That is actually correct for 5 points. I thought you would say, because most times it's how many you think, how many is the giver having. So most times you might think it's 1 apple because you have taken 2 from 3. Just an IQ question, and that's a very cheap one to start with. So 5 points for University of Ilorin. I have 3 apples. If you take 3 away from me, how many do you have? That is the simplest question.